There are seasons in life when the weight you carry feels invisible to everyone, but unbearable to you. You wake up every day with a heart that's tired, a mind that's stretched, and a spirit that is holding on even though no one knows how close you came to giving up. You look around and wonder why your journey feels heavier than others. You watch people who don't pray like you, people who don't seek God like you, people who don't try as hard as you, and it seems like their lives are easier. Meanwhile, you're the one climbing mountains no one sees. But here's the truth. God gives his deepest battles to his highest callings. When God calls someone higher, he has to prepare them in a way that looks unfair, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. He shapes you in silence, strengthens you in storms, and grows you in places where you feel forgotten. But you are not forgotten, you are being formed. There comes a time in every chosen person's life where God begins separating them from everything that once felt familiar. Suddenly, certain people drift away, conversations slow down, friendships fade. Rooms that once welcomed you now feel tight and uncomfortable. You don't get invited like before. You don't fit like before. And even though it hurts, isolation is the first sign of elevation. God separates you not to punish you, but to protect what he is planting inside you. When God is preparing you for something bigger, he removes anyone who cannot grow with you. He hides you away because the transformation he's doing in you is too sacred to be interrupted. You may feel lonely, but in reality, you are being embraced by God in the most powerful way. As you walk through this isolation, you also start experiencing the test of delay. You pray, you believe, you hope, and you wait. But nothing seems to move. Days turn into months, and months turn into seasons. You start asking, God, did I hear you wrong? Did you forget me? But God's delays are not signs of abandonment. They are signs of preparation. When God takes his time, it is because he is building something in you that cannot be rushed. Some blessings come quickly. Others must be matured. God is aligning your heart, your character, your mindset, your maturity, and even your environment before he releases what you prayed for. If God gave it too soon, you wouldn't be ready. If he gave it too late, the world wouldn't be ready. The timing is divine, even when it feels painful. Along your journey, you also face emotional pain that cuts deeper than most people know. You are someone who feels strongly, loves sincerely, forgives easily, and hopes genuinely. So when heartbreak comes, it knocks the wind out of you. When betrayal hits, it shakes your spirit. When disappointment arrives, it pierces your heart. But God allows emotional wounds not to destroy you, but to mold you into someone whose heart mirrors his. Pain softens you. Pain clarifies what matters. Pain removes pride, exposes motives, and deepens wisdom. Every broken moment becomes a chapter in your spiritual growth. The pain you survived becomes the reason you can help others survive theirs. The wounds you carry become the wisdom God uses to lift you higher. There's also a point where you face repeated battle struggles that seem to come back again and again. No matter how much you pray or grow, certain patterns reappear, certain temptations return, certain emotional triggers resurface. You may start believing that you're going in circles, but you're not. You're being trained. God allows repeated battles, not because you are failing, but because you are mastering. Every time the enemy comes back, you defeat him faster. Every time the storm returns, you stand stronger. Every time the attack hits, you rise quicker. What used to break you now builds you. What used to scare you now strengthens you. What used to confuse you now clarifies you. This isn't repetition, it's spiritual conditioning. Then you enter the silence. This is the moment when God stops speaking in the way you're used to. Your prayers feel unanswered. Your spirit feels dry, and your hope feels thin. This silence is the test that makes most people quit. But this silence is actually proof that God trusts you. Think about it. A teacher is always silent during the test. God's silence means you already have what you need to pass this stage. He wants you to remember what He taught you, to rely on the strength He gave you, and to trust Him even when you cannot trace Him. Silence is not abandonment. It is a promotion in progress. There are times when God will take away what you were holding on to tightly. This could be a relationship you loved, a plan you built, a dream you nurtured, or an opportunity you believed was yours. Losing these things can break your heart. It can make you question everything about yourself. But God removes what you think you need, so He can give you what He knows you need. He sees the conversations you didn't hear. He sees the attacks you didn't know were coming. He sees the future you don't yet understand. When God removes something, it is always strategic. You are not losing, you are being positioned. And finally, there is the test of being misunderstood. People will see your smile, but not your struggle. They will judge your decisions without knowing your battles. They will assume, criticize, misunderstand, and mislabel you. But chosen people are rarely understood because their calling is unusual. Your growth threatens those who refuse to grow. Your faith confuses those who don't understand God's ways. Your purpose makes others uncomfortable. Being misunderstood is not your fault. It is your evidence. It is proof that you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out. If you're experiencing these tests, it is not because you are weak. It is because you are chosen. God is not punishing you. He is preparing you. Every tear you cried, every night you broke, every storm you survived is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, deeper, and more spiritually grounded than you have ever been. And when this season ends, and it will end, you won't just rise. You will rise with clarity, with strength, with purpose, and with a testimony that will transform lives. You are not being destroyed, you are being developed. You are not losing, you are being aligned. And everything God is doing now is preparing you for everything you prayed for.